costs.
So the jobs will come back to the U.S., but they'll be taken by robots, sort of is here. Which
there is some of that.
There's some of that
in manufacturing, as you know.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher Stock Channel. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand it's all planned out. And of course, guys, we get into the funny article, but we also have sad news. We have SoftBank CEO Masayoshi Son says that he wants to be the 21st century Rothschild. I don't think Rome is going to allow him to be an oligarch. Now we have some sad news. We have John McAfee found dead right after the Spanish courts approved extradition to the U.S. So hopefully, guys, he faked it. If not, definitely prayers go up. We know how the New World Order works. Now, getting over into stocks, guys, we have Nasdaq and S&P doing well. What's going on, guys? That's right, the repo market is insane. They did an $800 billion repo in one day. The last 2 days, guys, as I went over on my main channel, Crypto Teacher, it was over $700 billion. But guys, remember when it first started, it was 1, 5, maybe 50. It wasn't even worth looking at. Now it's insane. But I'm going to go over that later at the end of the video. Now, of course, we have inflation rising. Why? Because we have this balance sheet, all this printing of money. And we know the only way they can control inflation is by raising interest rates. But you can't raise interest rates on an $8 trillion balance sheet. So that's the reason why the repo market is going bananas. But we have Coinbase drops, and guess who buys? That's right, Cathie Woods of ARK. She buys Coinbase, also Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. And believe me, guys, both of those are going to head back up. Yes, are we going to have a crash? Yes, but they have not built up that narrative yet. They're trying to with China, Russia, but they haven't built it up completely. So we're still going to have those pumps and dumps until the major crash. And like I stated, I see that in September or the fourth quarter. We know the power of 7. Now we have Plug Power stocks soared and then dropped back. But guys, we know again, this is all based on yields. The electric vehicle space, Tesla, NIO, they're going to keep pumping and dumping based on the yield rates, guys, because all this is the fake money from the Fed. Same thing with cryptos. They're going to keep pumping and dumping, but of course, we're going to be headed down. Now, also, guys, we have Vimeo stock is definitely looking cheap. Do not forget about the spinoff from Interactive, but we know how important video is going to be. Also, guys, the NFL hires Goldman Sachs to explore alternative revenue streams for NFL media and may sell stakes. And guys, when it comes to sports, it's definitely going to change. Of course, streaming, when I left commercials, if you go outside, again, guys, we have less kids playing sports. And when it comes to this video games, guys, they can become anybody they want. They can be the LeBron. And remember, video games are going to replace these athletes because virtual reality, they can become that athlete. And with tokenization, the regular guy can sit at home playing video games and getting paid to do it. And remember, the crypto teacher advised you. Now we have Biden to replace the leader of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac after court ruling. Do not forget, guys, the Fed bought all these mortgage-backed securities for a reason. And I'm going to read you the quote from Thomas Jefferson. I believe that the banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than a standing army. If the American people ever allow private banks to control the issue of their currency, first by inflation, which we're going through, then by deflation, that's what crypto is going to do, the banks and corporations that will grow up around the banks will deprive the people of all property until the children wake up homeless on the continent their fathers conquered. And do not forget what the World Economic Forum stated, that you will own nothing, but you will be happy. Now, getting over to the indicators, guys, we had the dollar up, but we had the VIX down, and also we had the yields down, which that's the reason why the Nasdaq and S&P are definitely getting a breather. So you definitely should have took advantage of those stocks that took a hit when the actual yields were rising. They took that big dip. Now the yields are being manipulated. Of course, those stocks are rising. But we know that's only temporary because you can look at the repo market. Over $800 billion in one day, guys. It keeps going up. And remember, they stated that they were going to be dwindling down the ETF and bond facility by the end of the year. But the daily repo keeps rising, guys, on a daily basis. And like I stated, when it first started going back to daily, when I was sending, it may have been 1 billion, 5 billion, 25, 50. But now, guys, it went from 200 to 400 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8. And when I seen that 800 billion, I was floored. So definitely, guys, it's out of control. We can see it. They've definitely lost control. It's not even a question. They know, though, the solution is cryptocurrencies with the fourth industrial revolution. That's the reason why my main channel, Crypto Teacher, is so important. Go to the channel, like, subscribe, spread it to your friends and family, so therefore they can learn about cryptos and blockchain, also how the world really works. Also, this channel, guys, like, subscribe, spread everywhere. Just like I stated, once the summer is over, I'll come back more consistent on this channel. But definitely the main channel, I upload videos on a daily basis. Y'all have a wonderful day.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They've seen this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.